Alright, guys, today we are going to be watching scientifically proven facts everyone still doesn't believe. And I'm going to be honest with you, I probably won't believe them still. I'm the kind of guy that, just pure spite won't believe you. Who do you think you are telling me what's real and what's not real? Psh, you're not real. You're not real at all. In fact, you need to wake up. You need to wake up right now. You need to wake up. This is all a dream. You need to wake up. All right, let's get to the video.
Number 12, knuckle cracking. You've probably been warned that cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis, but that is completely untrue.
I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. Cracking your knuckles is totally good for you and not going to give you arthritis. In fact, it gives you anti-arthritis. It gives you anti. This is the light's not helping. It gives you anti-arthritis. You don't get arthritis. You get the opposite effect. Actually, popping your knuckles heals arthritis. That's right, guys. If you have arthritis, you pop your knuckles right now. It'll be gone within an hour. I promise you. That's a guarantee. Dylanbud guarantee. Cracking your knuckles gets rid of arthritis. That's all I gotta say.
Sound is not your bones grinding together.
Really?
It's the sound of tiny gas bubbles forming and bursting inside the fluid of your joints, kind of like opening a soda can. And there's zero evidence that it leads to long-term joint damage or arthritis.
Well, what are these gas bubbles?
Scientists have studied this myth for decades, but no one proved it wrong more than Dr. Donald Unger. For
I like
over
this guy.
50 years, he cracked the knuckles on his left hand every day while leaving the other alone. At the end of his long experiment, he found no difference in arthritis between his two hands. Organizations like Harvard Health and Johns Hopkins confirm that the habit is harmless, so you can crack away without fear of arthritis. The only real danger is annoying the people around you.
That's true. Actually, give me a second. I think it was 7th grade. Maybe no, I had him in 7th grade. There's this girl in my I don't know what class it was. I know it was like during the um I don't know what that period is called. You got gym, computer lab, library, and then like art and stuff like that, and it alternate between days. In middle school, I can't think of the word for that, but there's like one other thing I could think of. Maybe it's for like the smart kids. I mean, I used to be a smart kid. I'm stupid as shit now, but it's there's this girl. I used to pop my knuckles all the time, and I just made the mistake of sitting next to her um one day, and she's like, I'd crack my knuckles once, and she's like, "Do not crack your knuckles next to me. Don't crack your knuckles next to me. It's so annoying. I hate it. I hate it. No, you're a bad person now for cracking your knuckles." I'm like, damn, chill. They're like, I stopped cracking my knuckles for like a week out of pure fear that the moment I crack my knuckles, like she would come there and just like kill me, like take my head off or something. Yeah, interesting story.
You have way more than five senses. You've probably been
I don't
told
believe
your
that at all.
whole life
Actually, that's
humans
right.
have five.
I have six. Wait, it's hard. My screen's inversed. I have six senses.
Senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. That's it. That's about as true as saying the alphabet only has five letters. The truth is, humans have somewhere between 14 and 20 senses.
That's bullshit.
For example, your sense of balance. That's equilibrioception.
Nope. That can go under touch. Because you're touching the ground. Boom! Debunked.
It's how you know you're standing upright, your sense of where your body parts are in space without looking at them. That's
just perception, dude.
It's proprioception. It's how you can scratch your nose with your eyes closed.
Actually, real quick, guys, I'm not trying to say this guy is stupid, by the way. I'm not trying to say he's stupid. I'm just saying I disagree with him. I might be stupid.
There is also
Don't
thermoception,
comment that
your
though.
ability to
That's me.
feel temperature, and nociception,
That's
your
sense.
sense of
That's touch.
pain.
That's
These
touch. That goes under touch. I swear that goes under touch.
are not just feelings, they are distinct senses with their own neurological pathways. So while most people are walking around thinking they only have five senses, your brain is actually processing a complex orchestra of information every second. Number 10.
I'm gonna have to disagree on this one. I'm gonna have to disagree on this one because I feel like this dude, it's so bright. I feel like it's there. The ones he listed alone like could go under touch. So, because you're close enough to feel the heat. Maybe the heat one, he's got something going on, but I just feel like the other ones, your sense of pain and all that stuff, it's touch, man. You're touching it, it hurts. So, boom. But I don't know. I'm gonna disagree on that. I'm gonna be the person in a video that he said most people will disagree on. Most people.
You don't swallow spiders in your sleep.
That's not
This
true.
one
I
has
have a
been
record. I recorded a kid. Give me a moment, chat. I swallowed a spider last night. Actually, yeah, there was a spider in my room, and it crawled in my mouth. I woke up. I was like, I swallowed that shit. It was yummy. It was really good, actually. It was a lot of protein, and yeah. So I'm trying to get muscle, so it was good protein too. I welcomed it. It was really good. It was a daddy long leg, and let's just say its legs aren't very long now because they're in my stomach.
making people squirm for years. The creepy claim that you swallow 8 spiders yearly while sleeping. This
I
myth
swallowed like
is not
20.
only completely wrong, it's also impossible. Spiders have no desire to be in your bed, they prefer dark, quiet
That's not
corners.
true at
A
all. That's not true at all because I do. One time I went. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't vacuum my room. My room's got carpet, so there's like I have a dog, and like I swear, like I didn't vacuum my room for like a while. My dog sheds like crazy. Maybe like a month. I didn't vacuum my room. My mom tells me you're supposed to do it like 3 times a month minimum, and uh, I, jeez. So I didn't vacuum my room for like a while. It like I wouldn't see the spiders, but like one time I if it was like it woke me up. It was like crawling on my face and shit. Like scarred me for life. Want to know what I did after I woke up? I vacuumed my room. And I haven't seen a spider since. I vacuum my room like every week. But yeah, spiders do crawl on your bed.
person is a giant, noisy, vibrating mass that scares them
I don't
off.
have a vibrator.
The idea that a spider
I don't
would
like that vibrating
willingly
stuff.
crawl into a human's mouth, a dark, wet cave that opens and closes, is ridiculous. This whole thing was likely a hoax from the 1990s designed to prove how gullible people are and how readily people accept as fact for information they read online. Number 9. Bulls don't see red. Every matador waves a red cape to enrage a bull, and we've all been taught that red is a color that drives them into a frenzy. That's complete nonsense. Bulls are dichromatic, meaning they are colorblind to red and green. They see the world in shades of blue, violet, and yellow. The matador's cape could be any color, and it would have the exact same effect. The bull is not enraged by the color, it's enraged by the constant motion of the cape being waved in front of its face. The waving cloth is what provokes the charge. The
Mm.
red is just for show, it makes the spectacle more dramatic for the human audience. So the next time you see a bull charging, remember it's not the color red that's making it angry, it's the waving motion and the human provoking it that's driving it crazy. Number 8, the hangry feeling.
Mm.
Every time you get snappy
I
because
think
you
that's
missed a
real.
meal, someone probably tells you it's all in your head, that you're just being dramatic. But
No.
that feeling of being hangry is absolutely real,
Yo,
and
ooh, I
scientists
like this
have the
guy.
data to prove it. When you don't eat, your blood sugar levels drop. And a low fuel brain is a stressed out brain. Your brain runs on glucose, and when it's running low, it triggers a stress response. It releases cortisol and adrenaline, the same hormones that kick in when you're in danger. So while a kid bouncing off the walls at a birthday party is just excited, you are dealing with a legit biological threat response. Your brain isn't just
I
being
was locked out.
difficult, it's screaming for fuel. Number 7, bats are
I was locked out for that, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not. I'm gonna go ahead and like this video. I was not paying attention to that. Sorry.
not blind.
I'm
You've
sorry.
probably
I'm sorry. Educated curiosity, sir.
heard of the phrase blind as a bat, which is used to
No, they could
describe
see,
someone with poor
just not
eyesight,
well.
but that whole idea is completely wrong. Bats can see just fine. They have small, sensitive eyes that are great at navigating in darkness. While they're famous for their use of echolocation, which is basically their version of sonar, they actually use both their eyes and their echolocation to navigate. Think of
Mm.
it like this: the echolocation is for the finer details, like catching a tiny moth, but their eyes are for the big picture, like seeing a tree or a building. Anatomical studies and behavioral tests confirm that bats use their vision to spot prey and find their way around.
Mm.
This myth likely came from their nocturnal life. Because they hunt at night, people just assumed they were blind. Number 6. The calm before the storm
Those
is
people
a
are stupid.
real thing. The saying, the calm before the storm, sounds like something from a movie, and people often use it metaphorically, but it's actually a real meteorological phenomenon. Just before a
I feel like anybody with like a decent brain would like know that if they just went outside on a day it's gonna storm.
severe thunderstorm, there's often a period of eerie calm where the wind dies down and the air feels unnaturally still. This happens because the storm's powerful updraft is pulling air inward and upward, creating a vacuum that cancels out the normal wind patterns. Think of it like a giant fan sucking all the air toward it. So when the sky gets dark and it suddenly gets quiet outside, that's your cue to get inside. It means a storm is building right on top of you. These moments of stillness are a clear signal that the worst is about to begin. Number 5, you're never too old to learn.
What?
You've probably
Who? Give me a minute. I have never heard that you're too old to learn. Cause let me back away a little real quick. I'm a little close. I've never heard that you're like too old to learn because it's that old people are learning all the time. Old people had to learn not to be racist. Some of them are still learning, but old people, like a lot of old people, have figured out that if they're racist, it's not going to end well for them. They're going to get knocked out. So they're not racist now. Again, some of them still are, but old people learn all the time. Like people, they're learning how to um, adjust to being old. They're learning how to work their phones and whatnot. I don't know where this goes. They learned their grandkids' name. I've heard old dogs can't learn new tricks though. I've heard that one. I just figured it's because dogs are stupid.
heard that your brain stops developing after a certain age,
Stop texting.
and once you're an adult, you can't really learn new things. That's about as true as saying an old dog can't learn new tricks.
I wasn't listening to this.
That's about as true as adult that your brain stops developing after a certain age, and once you're an adult, you can't really learn new things. That's about as true as saying an old dog can't learn new tricks. This idea is so common that people stop trying
I don't know if y'all can see my face, but I'm cringing because I said that a second ago.
to learn new skills in their 30s or 40s. The truth is, your brain is a lifelong learner. Scientists now know about neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy word for your brain's ability to rewire itself and form new connections at any age. Even at 80, you can learn a new language or how to play the piano, your brain
Mm-hmm.
will create new neural pathways.
Those look like
While it
people.
might take a little more work than when you were a kid, it's completely possible. Your brain is a muscle that
Those are
gets
people.
stronger the more you use it. So if you've given up on a skill thinking you're too old, your brain is just waiting for you
I
to
heard
get
something.
started. Number four, gladiators were the celebrities of their time.
No, I heard they were
You've
like. I heard they were like basically, essentially slaves. I heard they were essentially slaves. I don't know, like they were like forced to fight. I mean, some of the better ones got treated better at least, but they were still like bottom class.
probably heard that gladiators were all slaves forced to fight to the death. While some were slaves, this whole idea is completely wrong. This whole gladiator myth was made up by Hollywood. Gladiators were elite athletes and celebrities in ancient Rome, not just desperate men in a death sport. Going into battle
I apologize.
wearing something that could get you killed is not practical. But gladiator fights were heavily regulated. They had
Really?
referees and doctors on call. Most fights didn't end in death. They often ended with a fighter giving up or a referee stopping the match. The real gladiators that archaeologists have found were often well fed, well cared for professionals with their own training schools and even unions. Now, millions of people think gladiators were just a brutal part of ancient history, when in reality, they were the paid entertainers of their time. Number three,
I didn't know that. That's actually really cool.
chewing gum boosts your brain. You've probably heard that chewing gum is a bad habit that makes you look unprofessional. That's complete nonsense. Chewing gum actually has real, scientifically proven cognitive benefits.
Hmm.
When you chew gum, you increase blood flow to your brain. This brings more oxygen and glucose to the areas that control things like memory and attention. Scientists have found that people who chew gum during a task perform better on tests of memory, concentration, and focus. One study showed that people who chewed gum during a
I actually think I've heard that before. I think my mom has told me that.
difficult test had a higher score than the people who didn't. Your brain's ability to focus is boosted by this simple act. So, next time you have something important that requires your full attention and brain power, try chewing some gum. Number two,
No.
the great cheese lie. Every cartoon you've ever watched shows a mouse drooling over a giant block of Swiss cheese. That's Hollywood nonsense and completely false. While a mouse will eat cheese if it's the only thing available, they prefer sweets and sugary foods. Scientists have done countless studies on mice, and their food preferences are always fruits, grains, and chocolate over dairy. This myth likely started in the Middle Ages when people stored their grain and sweet foods in a secure place, leaving cheese out in the open. The mouse was eating the cheese simply because it was the only easy option.
Mm.
So, next time you find yourself with a mice problem, try luring them with something sweet. Number
Or blow up the house.
one, humans did not evolve from chimps. The idea that we evolved directly from chimpanzees is one of the most common misconceptions about evolution. We did not evolve from chimps. We share a common ancestor. Think of it like a family tree. You and your cousin share a grandparent, but you didn't evolve from your cousin.
I think he's implying somebody fucked a chimp, and that or fucked something that looks like a chimp, and that came out. Maybe it was your mother.
And
I'm sorry.
about 6 to 7 million years ago, a single species split into two
I'm a
separate
grown man.
evolutionary lines. One line became modern chimpanzees, and the other line became modern humans. Humans and chimps are cousins on the evolutionary family tree. So while we share 98% of our DNA, that doesn't mean we came from them. The fossil record and DNA evidence show a parallel journey. It's a complex family tree highlighting evolution's web of life. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to see more.
Yes, like this guy. Go to this guy's video. I'm gonna link it. No, I don't know if I'm gonna. actually link it to this. I'm gonna link his channel for sure though. I don't think I figured out how to link actual videos. Maybe I don't know. But go to this guy's channel, like and subscribe his videos and stuff, and also like and subscribe on my channel, please. Because it makes me feel nice. Yeah, like I like this video. I feel like I learned some stuff, and it's I forgot the name of it. Scientifically proven facts everyone still doesn't believe. I still don't believe some of them. Because cheese, mice do like cheese. Mice like cheese. Why do like he said in the video, they eat them in the shows. They eat them in the movies. Tom and Jerry. Jerry likes cheese. Jerry's a mouse. Cheese, mouse, together. I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna have to disagree. All right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more content, and I will be posting more videos like this in the future.